Welcome to another Just a Vibe TV episode. Today we're here with Vincy Bad Boy. Problem. I was with Curry.
Yes, I.
Yeah,
man.
Fully. We just was a carnival, right? So how was carnival? How was Vincy Mass 2025?
Amazing for me, you know. Amazing. The vibe was just a vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
It was up, you know, all the way up, you know what I mean? It was safe. Most of all, you know what I mean? Euphoric. Good vibes in the atmosphere, good weather. You understand? Lovely ladies. You know what I mean? Sensible behavior. But still wild in our sense, you know? The sense of the Vincy vibe still. Yeah, man.
I still can't believe it done, you know.
What I see, man?
I get it tabank right now. It's like I feel bad.
Boy, like it.
When I know the heat is when he finish.
Boy and girls still give me a back chat.
I want to say, Canada's probably
For sure.
Yeah, respect, man.
make this road march. Someone even thinking you're going to take the three places, first, second, and third.
Well, that's what I was hearing, you know, but it's not really up to me, you know what I mean? So, I mean, winning is a blessing is a blessing.
Yeah.
Winning is even more of a blessing. So, we're just really appreciative of that. So, people were saying, yeah, you have it. Some people saying first and second. Some were saying first, second, and third. Man say first all the way down to fifth. It was jovial. People were making a joke of it, but you know what I mean, I was willing to accept whatever the fate may be, you know what I mean? So by the grace of God, you know, we came out victorious. I don't really sing to win road march per se. I just sing for the happiness of the people. So I guess that's what transcends into winning the title, because if the people love it that much, then it just kind of like, you know, bubble up into.
You're doing your part.
Yeah.
But like, it really is a mass amount of tracks for 2025, right? You have a favorite?
Actually, on the raga side, the groovy side, what we just call raga, there's two songs. One called One Girl, produced by Parry Jack. But you know, we don't really be on the groovy thing too much when Carnival heat up.
Yeah.
And there's another track that was released pretty late in the season with Dimes and Pixel called All on the Run. Love that. And then as far as the power side of things go, I really like Happy Carnival because of the message that it
I
sends.
figured that because
That is my song, you know what I'm
I was
saying?
checking out the page and Happy Carnival was being used a lot. Happy
Yeah.
Carnival, so I was figuring like,
Yeah, that's my song just because of the depth of the message and the meaningfulness behind it. Yeah.
And what was the case with, you know, the release of two tracks on the same rhythm? You have Pong Pong and like Skin Out and Pong Pong.
Well, I just do that for a while now, you know. That's just my energy, you know what I mean? Sometimes I hear multiple songs, and if I feel like it fit me, I will actually do both songs. If I feel like I've written multiple songs on a rhythm and one might fit somebody else, or brethren of mine, I might ask them, you want to sing this song here because I have 4 or 5 songs on the same rhythm that I wrote, but I don't want to sing 4 or 5 songs. So if I find like one fits somebody more than it fit me, I will ask them if they want to sing it. That if they agree, then they could sing it. But in this case, as far as Pong Pong goes, and Skin Out, I had written both songs, and I was just like, I hearing hype on this one here. But I was so threatened by it, by the Skin Out, I was like, I ain't leaving myself off just in case it do better than the Pong Pong now. So that's why I collab it. But writing or having 2 songs or multiple songs on the same rhythm is not new, because I did it last year with Carnival Jumbie and Battle of the Sexes.
And two of them also did it.
Right, it's something that I've just been doing. I also did it with Happy Carnival. There's another song on that rhythm called I Do Business. And actually the other songs on the same rhythm as Frayed Horn, with the exception of Kenny Montana's song, they were all mine. And I just gave them away until I ended up with Frayed Horn for myself.
And basically, the power pack ran, like what's it, Vincy Carnival? I had some kind of this project here, that good.
Yeah, well, give thanks for that still. I wasn't really paying attention as far as what running, what and so on. I was just trying to have a good time and make sure that the people enjoy the music.
Yeah.
My effort, for the season.
Yeah, you did a lot. You gave back a lot for this carnival here. Not just this carnival alone, but you've been doing it for years now. Probably people won't notice it now because it's now the same. Like Vincy artists, so not Vincy artists, like artists, Soca artists in general, do boss one another. Like how select cartel will bring up
People like talk, man. People like talk where they, you understand? They just like to look on the surface and see what they think is happening, but they don't do the research and then say, is this happening? Then voice their opinion. They just like to express what seems to be so, but what seems to be so might not always be so. You understand what I'm saying? You could see a shadow in the distance and you might think it's your brethren and it's not your brethren when the shadow get close. You understand? So you had to get in depth and find out what is really going on. Is years now I'm giving songs to the local artists. This year especially, I just decided instead of making a greater effort outside of Vincy, because I figured it was going to be one of the biggest carnivals in a long time. Yeah. I didn't want, not to say I don't believe in the local acts, but we have to have diversity. We have to have a variety of different styles of music. And Vincy music is Vincy music, but I think I bring a little bit something different where it's a nice little balance between what we love here and what could go internationally. Mm-hmm. So I wanted that not just for myself, but for my friends as well, my fellow artists, whoever were willing to work with me. Hence the reason I made more of a visible effort. It's not that the effort wasn't there before, but it might have been more visible this year because I really locked down. You know what I'm saying? I really locked down in trying to make the island look great musically, because when people come in here, I know a lot of people might not be able to relate to just the local sound. So being that I think I bring a difference to the table in terms of a balance where outsiders, the visitors could, okay, I understand this. I don't understand, but I understand this, and still the locals understand it. I made more of an effort so that when people came, because it's such a great carnival, they could leave with more of our music, more of our culture, some of the local stuff, some of the stuff that I've done, and so on. I just tried to make the carnival epic for not just locals, but for the mass amount of visitors that I figured we were going to have for this year, which we did have.
All right, so 2 questions, right? Mm-hmm. For you, probably the question is, okay, at this point in your musical career, right? Would you say that you have hit your peak?
Absolutely not.
You still have a lot more?
Absolutely not, brother. Because I mean, one would argue that my music have gotten a lot better year to year. I've been able to relate to a different demographic of people year to year. I've also have not peaked in other genres because I've been focusing on soca, but Problem Child is a multi-talented, multi-genre artists.
Not see them.
Yeah,
it's dancehall. So
you know what I'm saying? And that's just me. That's just where I started out, and that's just me just trying to shake the rust. You understand what I'm saying? For probably more of that to come. You know, which I am going to be recording and dabbling and so on and so forth.
Like the culture would be looking forward to, because Vincy not really too big right now on dancehall, right? So if someone start pushing dancehall like that, and then the people behind it, and they're being played more.
Exactly. Because the fact of the matter is, when I was doing dancehall, if you was in Jamaica, you was wasting your time. You understand what I'm saying? To put it bluntly. But over the years, we've seen the emergence of like a Trinidad, you know, people from, there's a bad guy and he's sing, you know what I'm saying? So why not? I'm still around, I'm still somewhat relevant. And I mean, some people might be like, well, he's a soca artist, what he trying? But this is where I'm coming from. I had to actually learn to become a soca artist because dancehall was my thing. You know what I'm saying? So now that I've learned a lot, not everything, but I learned a lot being a soca artist, being that I still have the love for the dancehall culture and my island, why not try to represent here and there, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, plus, I get bored easily doing the same thing over and over and over, so why not dabble?
For sure.
Yeah, man.
The question to key, right? Coming off the back of several consecutive years where, you know, key currency has been huge name in soca, right? Where do you see yourself going next? What do you see happening to yourself next?
Next, well, I just trying to take myself to the next level, you know, is wherever the vibe go, the positive energy go follow, you know, because that's basically how things go right now. You might say this is where you want to go, but I mean, you might say, in that direction is where you're supposed to be going. So,
right now, keep going global.
Nah, for sure. I come off the back of songs like Super Soca,
Super
like
Soca.
they that number, and get the girls and dance. Yo, my girl make a dance video to you, so my girl make a dance video to you, so like Super Soca, like bad song, in kind of thing, same as to and then you come back with back chat why you ain't know, but you know we know we hear and thing, like
it's just like, levels and levels. Every year we taking up a notch, you know.
And we're here to work with anybody who want to work with us, you know.
Yeah.
Because my pen game is not just for me, you know what I'm saying? It's for everybody. Like Bob Marley saved my life, it's for my own benefit. I don't want it. I genuinely love to see other people do well. You understand what I'm saying? Ask anybody who I work with. You know what I mean? If I feel like write a song on the rhythm, do your thing. You know what I mean? I will spend all the money. You just have to write your song and still give you what's deserving of you fairly when it comes to like royalties, teaching the youths the royalty aspect, the business aspect of music, and so on and so forth. So it's just an open door for anybody who's serious. Me want nobody coming to me and this singing because they want two girl.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That two girl light. That you can get that without music, Bridget, if you know what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Speaking of your penmanship, we'll get into that just now. Like your penmanship, well, you're basically an alien. When it comes to how hard is it for you? Because you said in an interview before, what that I looked at, you said soca music chose you because your main influence growing up in the Bronx as well, dancehall, and you used a lot of hip hop, and you like artists like Jay-Z, Cartel for sure, you know, and so their penmanship and the lyrics and what's not. Like how for you then, like penning on a song, you'd be like this and that. Nah, that's right. You find something better than they say.
I don't write nothing in a bro.
I
don't. What I do is that I record what I hear. It's like the easiest way for me to record or to come up with a song or write, but writing is figurative for me because it's not really pen to paper.
Yeah.
Is if I hear a rhythm, my gift is the song is already there. And I just hear the song. I just sing it. I don't have to search. Like it takes me seconds sometimes. Like a song like Holiday, which was at one point the biggest soca song in the world, was done in 15 minutes. You know, as soon as I hear the rhythm, I just heard everything. It's like the words, the melody, everything is. Sometimes I hear the melody and no words. But as soon as I start hearing the melody sound like certain words, and I just sing what I hear.
So for that song, right? The beat was already there before the song or the song?
For Holiday, yes. And that's the easiest way for me to write. Because if you play a rhythm for me, I will start hearing something immediately. Sometimes it doesn't really hit me exactly what it is, but I will hear something.
I still listening to one how you hear the pong pong on the beat.
It's in there.
I hear when you say it, like it's quite obvious.
It's in there, so that's the first. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. When he played it for me, the producer, big up to Genie. Genie did not like the rhythm. He played me a bunch of stuff, and he skipped that and went on. But when he skipped it, he played like 2 seconds, and it was on my mind while he's playing other stuff, and I'm like, that thing you skipped just now, go back to that for me, please.
Yeah.
And when he played it, I was like, bro, this is it right here. He was like, nah. I was like, bro, this is it. He had one little thing in it I didn't like, and I asked him to mute it, and I was like, this is it right here. This is what we're going to do well with. And he couldn't believe it. He played me like 7, 8 rhythms, and that was the one I liked. But I heard pong, pong, as soon as the beat started, and of course it reminded me the sound of pong, pong, reminded me of another word. You understand what I'm saying? So I just say, why not just use that as the censorship one time? It's just creativity, bro. It's like, it's second nature to me, man. It's like anything you do enough of, it's going to become easy to you. All of we here does walk by the grace of God. You understand? You ain't thinking twice about how to walk. That's just because you've been walking your whole life. So it's not a task like, boy, should I put my left foot on my right foot? You don't know. You could run up these steps, you could balance. You understand? Run on rocks, stand up on one foot. It comes like nothing to you now.
Subconscious.
Yeah, you don't even think about that now. So if you do anything often enough, you're going to get somewhat good at it, and it's going to become second nature. And that's what music is for me.
You're writing as well too, in terms of like writing for other artists. Like how do you put yourself in the mind, the frame of mind for writing, for like a female? Do you put yourself in a frame of mind to say, this can be a song for a female artist?
You know the funny thing? A lot of songs that I've written for female, it only sounds like a female perspective because it's a female singing, but a man could sing it too. A song like Carry On, tonight is your night, it's your world, baby. Do as you like, whine how you please, do what you want to. A man cannot be singing that to a woman. You understand what I'm saying? But now the trick is to learn the individual. I'm very good at I don't want to say people watching, but people observing. You understand? I sense people's tendencies and the characteristics, and very, very easily, like I could be around somebody for 2 minutes and know whether I want them around me or I don't want them around me, and the energy is always correct. They're either good for being around me or they're not, and I'm hardly ever wrong. So that's another gift again. It's the same thing with music. If I'm writing for somebody, I could tell like, yeah, I could hear this person's voice. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's like a relationship. You will have a stronger connectivity than more of a stronger connectivity with some people than you will with others. You know what I'm saying? So somebody like Patrice now, I could write 1,000,000 songs to Patrice because I understand her. You understand what I'm saying? We have a musical relationship, a musical connectivity. The Wi-Fi is strong. You understand what happens when the Wi-Fi is strong and things work better? Yeah.
What about that? Has there ever been a time where you say, like you giving away a song and you say, you know, I'll probably keep that one for myself? And
Never, because if it was for mine, God would have given it to me. You understand what I'm saying? And you also get blessings by doing well, by giving somebody something that bless them. Is like you blessing somebody with something, God will look at it and say, wow, all right, I go fix you now. You understand what I'm saying? I remember when Shal Marshall had splinters and it was tearing up the whole wall and everybody was like, bro, why you didn't sing that song for yourself? Who is to say had I sang that song for myself, it would have done the same thing? You understand what I'm saying?
Sounds like,
Because Super Soca was his main song.
yeah.
So was Love You Bad by El Punk.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave it to them. But God gave me free hand for doing that. You understand what I'm
you
saying?
pull it off key to be honest, Super Soca.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Pull it off.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So I never ponder about these things, man. You know what I
There are a
mean?
lot of good songs that you're written to it. Let me get a list, right? There's
I like how you giving me the list.
There's a little wine, the sweet runners back. There's a little wine. There's
A Little Wine by Patrice Roberts.
Life of the Party. Love Me Carnival. Like It Like That. All Angry and Splinters, like you mentioned before. And
Yeah,
like,
Dip, Charles Marshall.
right?
Yeah, plenty more, man. Plenty.
Probably, if you remember that, I can see you have one of the best intro for Soca song.
Which one is that? People like I grew up in the era of hip hop. Your intro usually had to make some kind of sense or set up.
The ooh, how you go? Ooh.
That?
One, probably that tough.
Yeah, I mean,
see that.
that is life, man. That is what we used to shout out in the little village in Tromoka when I was a youth. Well, not really me. I hear the older youths, older than me shouting it out to one another when they're going up the road like they wanna. Yeah, nobody had no cell phone them times. That was your ringtone. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna look out the window. Yeah, and they go and they play. You know what I'm saying? You shout your brethren.
So, growing up in Vincy, right? You eventually moved to Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
what age did you do that?
Bro, I can't give you an exact age, you know, because the thing is, I used to go on vacation a lot. Every summer vacation, my mom used to take Sheilas and send me up. Because I was fascinated with the lifestyle of America. You know what I mean? I used to like to dress different and people used to be like, who you think he is? And thing. So, you know what I mean? As soon as school go on vacation, I used to want to head out where I felt like I fit in more. You know what I mean? And one time I just stopped, come back. Yeah.
And then where did you find the love for soca music and performing and what's
Out there, they just say absence makes the heart grow fonder. And when I was out in the States, soca wasn't big. If you went out to a club or a party, they used to play 3 soca songs.
right?
They used to play Faluma, Passe, let me see you raise your hand. And I think it's Jump by Rupee, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been those 3 songs they used to play. But the place used to go crazy. And I realized over time that, bro, if we ain't getting our soca, I used to miss it more. Same songs, they used to be on the radio 24/7. If I would come across any one of them songs anywhere, it would usually make me remember home and make me miss home. And then I remember at one point there was a epidemic of underground radio stations in Brooklyn. And they used to play nothing but soca. And that was new for us. You know, so instead of hearing a one soca song here and a one here, the men come and start playing all the old soca from Baron and Sparrow and Beckett and Wins, everything. So I think, from my recollection, you know what I mean, that is when soca music started to get a little buzz in Brooklyn, New York, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And I started falling in love with it from there, and being that the dancehall thing wasn't working out, because remember I said at the time, if you're not Jamaican in those times, trying to do dancehall, they wasn't giving you a blind no matter how good you were. You know what I mean? So I decided, bro, I can't sing soca, but I've heard people DJ, as in do dancehall, on a soca rhythm before. And somebody gave me the opportunity, Cherry Ince, Godfrey Ince, gave me the opportunity to do something, and I couldn't really do the soca thing, but I did what I could, and he put it out back home, and it did decent, and I just continued from there.
What was the song?
Revelers Anthem.
Revelers Anthem.
Yeah, na 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 na, yeah, yeah.
I must be too young to
You're a baby boy, man. You know about them things.
See, so you went from saying, boy, soca ain't really that big in the States, right? To ending up winning 2021 and 2022 Miami Soca Monarch with
Road March.
Crocodile, a road march with Crocodile and Dangerous in the Fabulous. So like, what was the feeling like after winning those?
I mean, anything I win in soca or in music does just always be amazing to me because it's just something that I love. You know what I mean? I'm blessed to do what I have as a hobby, you know what I mean, as my source of income, as my living. So it's like, it's just what I do, you know what I mean? It's not like you set out saying, all right, I have to win Miami Road March. So any kind of accolade is like, what? Are you serious? Like first and second for Road March this year is things I see men grew up doing and placing first and third, and I'm like, I never thought by any stretch of my imagination that I would be in that same class or category at any point. You know, so it's always a wow to me, you know what I mean? I think Nasty Up even won a road march in Miami, and the funny thing with Nasty Up winning a road march in Miami's carnival is it won road march, then the pandemic came and the world shut down.
Yeah.
Nobody was recording music. So the first carnival after the world opened back up, Nasty Up win road march again in Miami. Yeah, because there were no new songs. So they only played the songs that were out already.
And the reaction just didn't change.
Yeah, it won road march twice. I don't think another song ever won road march twice in 2 different years.
Nah, I don't think. Nah,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but the thing was, I don't know if Miami, I don't know if they keep an actual record of who won road march as per year or anything. They usually do announce it, but I don't know if it's a record kept.
Right.
You know, I know I've never gotten like trophies or anything. It's not a complaint, I'm just saying.
Nah, but
I don't know if any,
yeah.
that's something that's remarkable and I think should be kept as a record at least.
Nah, very true, because I see that especially they using, the artist's music and things and so on. And yeah, that's really people then, reacting to get a vibe off of.
I mean, personally, I would just like for people to be able to check and see that I accomplished that.
Yeah, so
I don't,
yeah. Road marches in Miami and what's not.
Yeah.
When it comes to you, probably you don't like pick a specific time to drop music. You just, I see you watch your stories and something say, I don't want this song here. Like you just show the preview.
Because I'm always working, man.
Yeah, and you just drop songs consistently. They just,
We put out a rhythm last night.
You see,
Carnival just finished.
Yeah, but our carnival just finished. But carnival ain't just finished.
But we have been doing this for years now
Yeah.
because there's been this complaint about music isn't cheap to create.
Facts, big facts.
But you have been producing 4 or 5 songs like every year. And I just let you.
Nah, that's way more than 4 or 5 songs per.
Well, that's probably
That's just per rhythm.
for rhythm also.
Yeah, the Power Pack has 29 songs on it. It's only 6 I didn't write.
And you're going about doing this for years now.
And that's the only power songs we ain't talking about, Raga.
See?
Yeah, so 23 out of the,
Yeah.
But you can understand why the company about the price in terms of like some say they can't afford for do all like put out all them songs. They can't do like the problems do all that.
They actually can't. It's not easy. It's very, very expensive. But what I advise is just to like try to lock into putting out the best quality songs or song that you can, whatever you believe in the most. You understand? As opposed to putting out, I mean, check this out, right? If you had 10 houses and the 10 houses you have made out of straw, you understand? You have 10 houses, you might end up with no house in a storm. You understand? But if you take what you invested in those 10 houses and build or construct one solid house, you might survive the storm. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to unnecessarily do a lot of music. I've been blessed, and for me it's an investment, it's a business, but everybody could get there. Where they say with horse reach, donkey go reach. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? But that's because you can't do it now, doesn't mean that you would not be able to do it, because I once wasn't able to do it as well. You understand what I'm saying? But it's very difficult for younger artists who haven't been as successful or have the experience to put out a multitude or a magnitude of songs. You know what I'm saying? It's very difficult.
So, is there any type of advice that you would like to give to these young artists? Coming up?
Bro, it's easy and it's hard at the same time. The advice easy, but it's hard to do. Is you gotta always be willing to learn. You never know everything. You understand? I know people ask questions like, what do you think about this song here? And when you critique it,
Yeah.
they don't want to hear because they're expecting you to hear what they want you to hear, what they want to hear. Sorry, you understand what I'm saying? But if I find you saying this line shaky, they will give you a reason. Yeah, but that good so man. So why did you ask? so why you ask me? So it's just a willingness to learn. Anytime you're willing to learn, not just in music, in life too, you could only get better because guess what? If I listen to you, you might be better at me at doing something. You know what I'm saying? So why would I not listen to you so you could share your knowledge so that I could get better? It's all secrets, you know what I mean? Everybody have a secret about something. You understand? I don't know nothing about what you guys doing here. So if I say I want to start something, how I could tell all you what to do? Is all you have to tell me. But some people would go into it and don't want to take advice and don't want to learn. They're scared to learn. Maybe it's ego. They don't want to be able to say nobody taught them anything. Nobody really taught me anything. I'm always willing to learn. I learn most of what I know on my own, but I try to explain to people, if I'm teaching you something, it's not because I feel I'm better than you. It's just experience. Sometimes it's a simple fact that I've been your age and you've never been mine. You understand? So I will have more knowledge than you. You just it's free, bro. It's free. Why would you not know if you go around the corner, you're gonna find a pot of gold, as opposed to going this way, and the pot of gold is right there when I could tell you just make the right. It's right there. Why would you rather go this way, go on the roof of the house, go downstairs, look in a bag in the kitchen, and you can't find it?
People feel like they know they could get things done on their own.
Which nothing is wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But that's working hard, not smart. Teach me. You know what I'm saying? And if you're willing to learn, you can always reach where you have to reach faster.
You know? So, what is the relationship between you and Keith Farmer?
And we have a relationship, you know. We have brotherhood, and my wife have a relationship.
Why? You should have said last time.
No, Corey is just somebody who just always been around. You understand? And the energy clean and correct. Like I tell you, within 2 minutes, I could tell you if somebody's supposed to be around me or not. You know what I mean? And Corey's a man. I just bad him up plenty. You don't let it go to his head. Sometimes he gotta get cussed. You understand? But he's coming from a place of wanting to see him be great. You understand? It's never like speaking down. It's more of encouragement. Like, yo, what's trouble is you doing? You could do better than that type of energy. Is not that you ain't good. Stop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he always been around and he's very receptive, and hence the reason why he's been doing better and better, and is somebody who's going to be doing great things by the grace of God and with my guidance. People like Kenny Montana, El Plank, you know what I mean, Chow Minister. These are the people them who, some people are kind of new to the circle, so to speak, but with the right and the cleanness of energy, they're more than welcome to be here, and so are others. But as far as currency just always been around, man. I'm a brother, man.
Sure. So
Yeah.
Currently, what you describe me, brotherhood?
Brotherhood, boy. Just as you say.
Don't cry there.
It's just like, because, you know, for every carnival is when he normally come back to Vincy.
Yeah.
And that is when he go see me pop up, you know.
Yeah.
And he knew it was I would be looking for when he come to Vincy and I'm singing, you know, chill. Even though, you know, I've been doing my music still, working with Mark and all that thing there. You know, I always give me positive advice and, you know, I always stay focused. Don't get involved in no nonsense, and, you know, that's just the energy right through. Yeah, and then, you know.
Tell me about the time that you wanted to work with me and come in the studio host.
Who is the host?
Host. And knowing he had a record and he get cussed. And the song ain't drop. And I just pull back and say, all right, when you ready, you go forward. You know what I'm saying? Because you could take the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. So you have to reset your mind and then think, which is what he did. Hence the reason you see now is go time now.
You see, you know?
You see, you understand what I'm saying? When he ready now. You know what I'm saying?
All them things been long and process, you know.
Hey.
Yeah. Most they put all them things in place so that, you know, that I know is the right time, because I don't been through process now.
Yeah, he paid his dues, man.
Yeah, for sure, because I remember when you recently came back to Vincy, right? Because we were doing like, I think it was LA. You see him? And
You
he
sure?
pulled up,
You didn't say
yeah.
the episode as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he pulled up, he saying it. He was like, yo, I just come back, Vincy, and then soon as that carnival, one time, shows after shows after shows. Yeah, for sure.
Because I was out at April when you pull up as well too. Anyway, me asking how walking to the book.
Because I had a different plan when I reached in them and they said they wanted to do a film with me when I just reaching
Yeah.
for a video and then so now the man get busy and then he say, put his way. As in soon as I reach them and they greet me, then we perform at the same time and that was just like an energy right off.
Yeah, that was big.
That was big.
Yeah.
Seeing the force and that was big.
Me ain't even get her.
You didn't get that?
No.
And I think Skinny they come behind me and he didn't get a neither.
Why?
I.
Burn up.
No, Skinny get no.
No, you know what?
Skinny get.
Yeah, man.
He only, I think
Okay, let me rephrase.
Right.
he didn't perform, he just probably walk around, they like enjoying that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He didn't get it.
Yeah, when I forward, I think they took a break that week. Yeah, so airport was empty.
Yeah, because they were doing it on Wednesdays,
Yeah,
Wednesdays and Sundays.
Saturdays.
Saturdays to one.
Then Wednesdays and Saturdays when the direct flight come forward. The show is Sunday, the show is Wednesday and Saturdays. I almost show.
I think they had a Sunday one.
They had a
too.
Sunday.
Oh, well, I don't
They
know.
had a Sunday as well.
Yeah.
They had a Sunday.
I didn't choose that specific Wednesday to come home. Yeah, they wanted me to come home like the week after. I said, nah, I need to go home.
But the week after is when I forward and it didn't have none.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get through there.
So, seeing that, Vincy Carnival over, right? The next move for you is going to be like the other countries' carnivals. And we'll show that probably next move because probably we have tracks with like other regional
Yeah,
artists and so
I
on.
book almost every weekend up until the middle of September. By the grace of God, I leave here. I don't want to say which day because I don't want too much woman in the airport crying. But I soon leave and then okay, all right. Well, I leave on Thursday, and then I fly to St. Lucia to perform, and then I land back in Brooklyn Saturday. Then I have a show that same night when I land. I actually had to leave the airport, go home, take a quick shower, head to the performance. Then the next day, Sunday, there's an inquiry just came in, and then I can't remember when somebody. Yeah, it's busy. There's a lot of traveling.
So you think this is going to be described as the superstar life?
I don't know, I just getting by the grace of God, I don't know about superstardom because to me, if you ask me, there's always levels to everything. And the levels that I strive to be at, I ain't reached it yet. You understand? Nah, I far from that. The levels I trying to
That
reach.
means we get some serious songs before that.
Nah, me ain't reach private jet levels yet, bro.
So is that sense, you say like, okay, like don't want all the achievements, right? Yeah, I feel like if you get higher to go.
Of course, there's always higher to go, bro.
That was one problem. See, like you, because to me, you're a legend, not just for singers and grenades. In Soca, you said. Yeah, you're a legend. So, like, how you set targets for yourself, knowing that you accomplish, well, I would say you accomplish a lot.
Just doing that, there's more out there, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not where Burna Boy and Wizkid and them and Kanye and Jay-Z and them is at.
That's true, but you perform on big stages like Barclays Center.
Yeah, but them rich.
Yeah?
But them rich.
Yeah, that.
They're financially well off because rich don't always mean money. But yeah, I did Barclays Center like 3 times.
Yeah.
I have Barclays Center coming up again. Labor Day Thursday, I did the UBS Arena. I did Madison Square Garden Theater, not the arena, the theater. But there's always levels, man. There's always higher to go. Even for the people them who way up there, there's still levels above them too. You understand? So ain't no stopping for me, man. Ain't no stopping until God say I still have a lot more to achieve. A lot more to achieve. You know what I mean? When a jet could land and they say air problem and them kind of thing, problem airways. You know what I'm saying? You could start to talk about superstar. Until then, I just a humble youth that love music, man.
The dancers, you performed. So it was I don't know birthday bash, right?
It was his 20th anniversary in music. And what was that like? It was interesting. It was like a brethren of mine linked me. It's funny enough, the week or two before, or a week before was Jamaica Carnival, when I was booked to perform, and the promoter was like, yo, I don't want you to bring him out. I was like, he's here? He was a surprise guest, so I did my set, And then I called him out.
That's all.
I called him out, and when I was walking off, he brought me back on stage with him, you know what I mean, for his first song.
Yeah.
And then we were backstage, we were vibing and stuff, and the link had already been made, you know what I'm saying, for me to perform at his 20th anniversary. And I wasn't sure if he knew everything. He was like, yeah, next week, you know, y'all do your thing, you know, blah, 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 whatever. But then at the 20th anniversary, which was a sold out show, congratulations to Idonia, by the way, for that. I think something had happened with the time, and it was looking like I wasn't gonna get to perform, right? At one point, nobody really knew it. But the promoter, shout out to Marcus from Platinum Kids, he was like, yo, because it was kind of one of those, it turned into one of those, you know, pass them on a mic. Instead of like, yo, next on stage, we have, they didn't have time for that. So Marcus was like, I was side stage, and I was like, wow, look like I'm Movado up there shelling it. Idonia up there shelling it, Governor shelling it. I'm like, wait, boy, put on this nice outfit for nothing. And then Marcus, he called me, and I'm forward, and I was like, I went up on it. I heard Idonia, wait him there. It's gonna be a problem. I was like, oh, it's lit. It's over. Governor passed me the mic, man. I lost it out there, bro.
Yeah, I watch you.
Tear that down, bro. Bro, I felt like I had it was the only soca act that was there that night. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even on the rhythm for Holiday. I performed Holiday. It was on that rhythm. Take your time, money, darling. Sit up on it, That was the rhythm that was. But you see how God does work? Thank God I'm coming from a dancehall kind of vibe and era that I'm able to now see how to coin the soca of a song like Holiday and drop it on that rhythm and not sound stupid or funny or crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I walked out, I was like, it was kind of a surreal moment for me because sometimes your song could be bigger than you. And I always tell people, like, in this day and age, you ain't really make it until your brand make it. Because if you have a big song and nobody really know you, you still have a little bit of a ways to go.
Hey.
So the first thing that I noticed is that obviously there's a huge screen in the back, and when I walked out, and like I could hear the screams before I even really said anything. And I was like, yo, that's me that scream? Like, that's me that people recognize me.
And they were singing along to this song.
And that was a great boost of adrenaline for me, man. And I just took it from there and I ran with it. And it was one of the biggest forwards of the night. It was just amazing to me. I was just like,
I mean, hope you're gonna I mean, I hear like that was me. Like the Spanish friend with the man and everything.
no, because I only went out there to just like touch it. You know what I'm saying? Touch and dip. Nobody did a full set really. Nobody did a full set. As you could see, I only sang on that rhythm, and no rhythm that belonged to me played. It was a total dancehall rhythm, a total different rhythm that I had to sing Holiday on.
I did some research, right? And your music is described as an energetic dancehall infused. That's the kind of music this thing you put out there.
I don't know. I just put out me.
But your music, it is like you would class it as like Soca.
No, it's not. It's not raw.
You're right, Grandma.
It's not. It's me. I don't know what to call it, but it's me because you're getting a little bit of everything. You're gonna get a little bit of hip hop. You might get a one word. You know what I mean? The intro might sound weird. You might get a little dancehall, a little R&B. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? I do soca. I'm categorized as a soca artist because it's predominantly soca, but in all actuality, it's just I don't fight music, you know. When I hear a beat, whatever I hear on it is what I sing. If I find I'm going too far where people wouldn't understand it, I might force it, tighten a screw here and there, but I don't really fight what I hear. I just go with what I hear. The vibe is always there, and I just go with it.
So soca in this, how you see soca in today's age? Like, is it more accepted? Can you travel that probably?
Of course, easily.
More accepted now.
Easily.
I see like yeah, more
Easily.
people
Years gone by, I couldn't run out on Idonia show in the UBS arena. I would have been booked to Jamaica 3 times for the year. Jamaica, you understand what I'm saying?
That place known for dance.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of my Jamaican counterparts using soca songs in their stories on Instagram and so on and so forth. So
I do know did a song with
young brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and local conscience. Conscience is conscience even really a dancehall artist anymore. Conscience built his own thing, like he's doing soca fully and dancehall. You know, of course he's still a dancehall artist, so to speak, but he loves soca music. So
I can tell I really love soca because in 2019, when I was up there, I performed at the end of the college, and I was doing my mellow dancehall level. It wasn't vibing. But when I start singing soca, you want to see girls start to go crazy. And
Like you see, the younger generation coming up in Jamaica, especially like on the colleges, on campus and then the university. Like I notice like if I have friends would be there and they go to a party and they play soca and they play the wild, like wild.
it's more of a melting pot, man. Like when I went to Jamaica, I did Sun Nation, and I went before the one I told you where I do when you call me out. The same promoters had me at a party like 2 or 3 weeks before that in Jamaica as well. And when I went there, the crazy thing is, bro, they paid like 10% dancehall. It was all soca. I was like, what is going on?
When did you do it?
You know what I mean? Oh gosh, I remember him by name.
Yeah, I had a DJ.
It was a bunch of different DJs, but in Jamaica, to see you're in Jamaica and you're hearing mostly soca was amazing to me. You know, so it's definitely growing, and it has grown. And even when I performed, they knew every song that I performed, every last one.
That's what
So like when you went to the stage with I do now, like you had any feeling of like goosebumps, saying like boy, like yo, all these songs and people singing my song.
Which when he called me out in Jamaica, or the big one in
America?
Nah, it was more like anxiety, man. It was kind of like adrenaline. It was like a shot of energy, of raw energy. Like, bro, you have to represent in front of all these people. You have to do well. You have to make sure they're talking about you afterwards. This is your chance to kind of like prove that you're great among the elites.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, man, I look back at that footage to this day and I pick up on little things. I pick up on is Movado in the back bouncing. And I'm like, when you watch it, you see Movado in the back, he bouncing, like, he's like, okay. And then you see when Governor, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's crazy. Like after that, I did a show with Governor in Boston a couple of years ago, and we had shared a backstage area, and he was cool and everything, whatever the case. And then, like what, 2-3 weeks ago, but sometime after the UBS performance, he was like, wait a minute. He messaged me on Instagram. He was like, Bombard, yo, are you there, Boston? He was so happy. Yeah, he didn't realize at the time, but he looked back, he was like, wait a minute, this is the same dude from when we was in Boston. He was like, yo, man, I'm so happy to see what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. He sent his number. He was like, yo, we have to vibe, dog, we want to do some soca and thing, and whatever the case may be. And you know what I'm saying? So that night was a great night for me, man. It put my brand on a different level. I'm grateful for that, man.
Yo, imagine, I probably have tired. I'm going to saw mashing up Vincy Road March 2026.
Yeah, well, you have to be a local to win road march, you know. So, but you know what I mean, anything is possible in terms of collaborating. You know what I mean? It's just up to them still. But you know, everybody doing their own thing, and you know what I'm saying. In due time, whatever God say will happen, will happen.
True,
Yeah.
true. Boy, I had a question in but I'm not going to have
Nah, it's cool.
You are
I
going to
know.
yeah. Other music, you're passionate about fashion as well.
Yeah, man, that's my thing.
And your fashion style is different.
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 Just me.
When I ask Key now, it's like, has probably ever pulled up with like something and you say,
Yeah, we have one.
Nah, I always.
and you're accustomed to that now,
Yeah,
right?
my thoughts always be out in the bigger world as well. So when I see fashion, I see, because I used to rap on them things too, and I see them rap on how they just dress and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't look at it that way, so I say, yeah.
So with I think fashion go hand in hand with music as well. I think in today's age, you have
Of course.
look the
Long time, not just today.
You really have to look the part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say that again for me, please.
You have to look the part.
Again.
You have to look the part.
Okay. Turn up the volume on that.
Man, you just like I feel
You have to present this properly when you go outside, you know, as an artist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not just for perform only, you know. Anywhere you go, you have to make sure, yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
look like an artist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't mistake that with having to spend all your money on clothes or anything, but just be presentable. You know what I mean? Take a nice little shower. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Do your best, but you know what I mean? At least respect the image and the brand that you are, if you so see it fit to go to a different level. Because some people will critique that and be like, he always think and he feel this and he think that, but those people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to everything, and if you want to go to different boundaries and borders and territories and so on, it might not be so in your little village. You understand? I might be saying, well, you put on ting, for you just going out the road, but are you doing it for the 4 or 5 people in your community or your neighbors, or are you doing it for the world? And if you're doing it for the world, you have to do what the world expect of you.
This is a job.
I'll give you an example. I will tell you right now, without proper presentation, a lot of the people in different genres and different levels would not even be interested in what I have to say, no matter how good I was as an artist. You understand what I'm saying? Let me use an example of females. You have a certain standard of females, whatever, she might have carry herself a certain way. No matter how nice a person she is, you wouldn't want to be seen out and about if she's not carrying herself a certain way. And I'm talking about looks, could be conduct. You understand what I'm saying? So representation is very important in life. You understand? Because you now might be like, yo, I see what you're doing, you're nice, you could cook, you could think, but you just cost too much bad word. And like, you understand what I'm saying? So just for that alone, you might not want that person around you. So it's no different with music. The way how you carry yourself is very important. Somebody might be like, problem you're talented in, but you know what I mean, I can't bring you around me, so and so is the case, and thing, whatever the case. And it's sad, but it's true. You understand what I'm saying? It's true, and you know what I mean. It's more of an investment, if you ask me, because now when you're seen around a certain elite set of people, you understand, you get that same respect. It's a business. It's not as personal as people take it in terms of how you carry yourself on fashion. It's a business. You understand?
You're branded. Yeah.
Right. If a shop selling the best sweetbread in the world, but there are jack spanniness in front of it and the paint peeling and thing, few people might know that the sweetbread good, but if a stranger walking down the road, they will never think to go in the shop and try that sweetbread. You understand what I'm saying? So the sweetbread is like the music then, and the image of the shop, the edifice, the building itself is how you carry yourself.
Where that came from for you? Because in an interview you said you look at your mom, just she was kind of I know what you're saying. It's the same story. It never changes. I just get a picture of me. I must have been like, what, 2 years old, man. I just saw that picture like a couple of days ago, and I have on a little bangle and a little ring and a little thing. So that goes with saying, my mom used to dress us up and take pictures and stuff and put it in the photo album. We ain't going nowhere. So she was always into fashion. So I got that from her. So that was kind of like training, because at the end of the day, once I realized that fashion and music go together, it was an easy thing for me because I was already into fashion, because I learned from my mom. You know what I'm saying? And the love that I developed for it just went to a whole different level. You know, I'm always scrolling, looking at, oh, that's fast, fire, that's good, that's a nice look right there. I know what you're asking about. Like when you go, not shopping is for more like, you're looking for gaps.
Some things now.
Looking for gaps and what's that now. You just be like, and I can pull this up, it might be, some people might say, try this kid, this captain, your shoes or something. You say, everybody else, me can't pull it up, but probably, let's see, I can pull this up.
It's not really that, it's a vibe, man. It's a vibe. I see it, and it's more of a spiritual thing. It's like, I see it, and I know how I would feel wearing it. You understand what I'm saying? And if I feel confident wearing it, no matter what it looks like to anybody else, you know what I'm saying? I guess they see it as good or weird or different, but it's all about, you know what I'm saying, how you carry it. So when I see something, it gives me a kind of energy or vibe or attitude, like I might want to wear boots to this event because the nature is this, or I might want to wear a suit. You know what I mean? It's all about a feeling for me. The look is there, yes, but I get a vibe based on what the look is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not so much about looking like that. Yeah, I like that color, that thing. Nah, it's not really that. It's just, if I see it cut a certain way, it gives me a certain type of confidence or a certain type of I hate to use the word swag, but you know what I'm saying, it give me a kind of swag, you know what I mean? Pizzazz the way I carry myself, and I just feel like, that's it right there for this moment here. I might never wear it again, or I might wear it to something else, but in this space here and time, that's how I feel.
I feel like if with that comes influence, and you you start being more of a public figure to people, the more better you carry yourself.
Yeah, it definitely happens. It definitely happens. It's like sometimes you have to be careful how you speak. But I've definitely seen things that weren't trendy become trendy after, I've started donning them. I don't want to say nobody copy me or follow me. I don't want to say that, but I definitely have seen things done that wasn't being done.
Now you check the guilty,
I'm telling you, it's
That's right.
I know the black one with the kind, the black.
With a silver tip,
Not
a boost.
That one there.
That's a Balenciaga
That one there,
thing.
and the other whitish.
Rick Owens.
Rick Owens back.
Man, I've been knowing Rick Owens since like 2014, bro.
I never let them shoes in them. But for some reason, when Prana had mine, say, alright, yeah, you put it up.
Easy.
If we want to talk about fashion, we're gonna be here for another 2 days.
This person can put on a fit, exact same thing, boots, short, pants, baby, max. Problem, you get the same thing organized over this. But like, I feel like it's just how you wear it.
Yeah.
And different aura.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's the difference between wearing it because you like how it look and wearing it because you like how it make you feel.
Yeah, because many times I did put it on clothes and I put on someone and you always say that's good. And me feel good in me. And let me say it's not because how you think it look good. It's how I feel, and if it feel good on me, I will change it.
So Keith, when you change it now, that one you will back check us out. you know what, tell you one thing, that day you supposed to do with it.
Yeah, so
man.
it's not about what you think and you think this look good for me. I don't change it.
I mean, everybody. Yeah, sorry.
When I feel comfortable, that is when I
everybody had their habits in it. Some people like to play ball, some people like to play pool, some people like to gamble, some people like to run down girl. I like fashion and I like going to the gym.
I feel like if I know you're thinking about like, if you want an artist, songwriter, you want to be some male man or something.
Male man?
Male model.
Oh!
Male man.
Me and a body model thing. I probably would have had a regular job but still be fly, be dressing fly or whatever. It's just something that I like, man. I'm always on to the next designer, knowing what's what and whatever the case. And I have one of those strategies as far as how I acquire things. No, I'm not scamming. I'm not banging the line. I'm not chopping the line. You know what I'm saying? People are going to assume whatever they want to assume. But, you know what I mean? I have my little strategies of how I attain, the top-notch fashion stuff that costs X, Y, Z, whatever the case may be. I take my time. I don't overdo it, and in some occasions just call for that, Like you can be... Me personally, I mean, to each his own. Labor Day Thursday, Problem Child, Skilly Bang, Asian, and I forgot who else. I'm not stepping out regular, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Props to. I mean, no disrespect to nobody. I mean, I'm not trying to, ish on nobody, but that's just who I am. And I mean, we all gotta respect each other for who we are.
I have two questions. Solo arena, OVO arena, solo OVO arena, go to Fashion Week in Paris.
I'll do the arena, man, because that's more of what I do. You know what I'm saying, as a performer and as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely do that. The thing is with Fashion Week, you could just book a ticket and go. Anybody in here could just be like, I go in Fashion Week in Paris.
Oh, I thought there was something you have to get invited to.
No, Fashion Week is like a carnival with fashion. Okay. You have different shows within the Fashion Week. Gaultier might have a show. Dior might have a show. Louis Vuitton might have a show. Rick Owens might have a show. Whoever else might have a show. You know what I'm saying? And getting in might be the difficult part. Okay. But to actually just be in Paris for Fashion Week, anybody could go, bro.
And this now, OVO Arena, your show, is it your Problem Child show? who you having on the show?
Jeez. Anybody in the world?
Anybody? You pick. Oh, give me 5 artists. 5.
In the world?
Yeah, anyone. 5 artists. What's the show there?
That's crazy. Oh man. Oh yeah.
Take you. You have backstage pass.
Right.
You have backstage pass.
No, I had to bring. Wait, I can't do 5 in it because we could do 5 obvious and 5 non-obvious because
Okay, all right.
I ain't doing a show. I ain't bring Currency, Kenny Montana.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? El Plank and fellas like those. So I don't wanna. That's obvious.
Yeah.
But you can say outside of that, you had to bring the world boss.
Yeah.
I would personally bring. Way boy. Probably somebody along the lines. I mean, the people them who I would want to bring my song ridiculous, man, like Jay-Z and stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Grew up in the Bronx, basically.
Brooklyn. Don't do that. Don't do that.
New York.
Big up to the Bronx still, but Brooklyn.
New York.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's gonna have to be people like Idonia and stuff like that, and Jay-Z. I mean, definitely gotta have a female along the lines of like probably Rihanna. You know what I mean? Shensia. I reached 4 already. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of many different types of people. I will probably bring what's his name there? There's Asake. Yeah. You know what I mean? We could go down the road. I might want to bring 10 people from that genre. You know what I'm saying? So
I think you're close to having your own show in Sims again.
yeah, that's
I was talking with my mother like just last night. She was like, you know, if you probably like how skinny at the Black Wave and all that. I think probably is close to having his own show.
I think I'm there, if you respectfully speaking, but it's just that.
No, I mean like for several hours. I mean like just get like an identity.
Yeah, I don't like to rush into things. If I'm doing anything, it has to be done properly. So the first step in that will be finding a team to put that together. Because anything that my name is attached to definitely has to be top notch. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just do it just because I could do it, and then it don't come off the way I want it to come off. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be dejected or whatever the case may be, not feeling good about it. So it would take a lot of planning. You know what I mean? A specific night. You know what I mean? Where nothing is really happening because I would want all the attention. You know, I want nobody to say, "Nah, we're going over here instead of there and thing." And you know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a great idea, but it's a lot of planning.
And if we are both fast, the whole Vincy Bad Boy, where that came from. You see what I heard there? You see what I heard there?
Heard does be very important, you know.
This is what I heard.
I heard there's a group of cattle, you know.
This is what I heard. Is like I heard it came from like Johnny Fontaine, like something after the old Godfather.
That's where Johnny Fontaine come from, but that's not where Vincy Bad Boy.
Okay.
Vincy Bad Boy just I mean, during the era in which I was really aspiring to become a serious artist, nobody had no one name. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody had like multiple names, especially in dancehall.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I wanted a name that was more representative of my island. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like nobody could ever say, you don't big up Vincy enough because it's problem childy. Vincy Bad Boy. So anytime you say my name almost, you have to say Sinvest and the other names.
Because it's bad sport right now.
Well, that's a different thing. That's a different persona still. But the Vincy Bad Boy is just basically being outspoken. You know what I'm saying? It's not really no kind of criminal activity or nothing like that. It's just don't stand for nonsense, being a nonsensical person. You know what I mean? Being outspoken. You know what I mean? Being fair. Being blunt, being brutally honest. And sometimes when you're that way, you might be deemed problematic. You know what I'm saying? Bad boy thing.
That was the year.
So you want the
Corey?
Yeah, Corey. I have a problem.
No, tell him.
Steve used to call me Corey.
Yeah.
Shot the Currency. And then probably.
Explain to the man them that is your name.
Yeah, actually, Currency. But he called me Curry for shot now.
Currency, is it?
He's my real name.
I tell you, man, them people ain't know that, you know.
He Currency, actually my real name.
He was actually, right?
Yeah, the man,
What she tell you know?
You sound like an artist name, boy.
the man last name is Money, bro.
Yeah.
Currency.
I was like, about boy artist name. So I said, well,
And he
like,
transformed the Curry, Curry, and then everybody, you know.
No, I thought that, literally thought that something to do with Curry.
Nah, Currency is the man last name, bro. And his Curry is just short for currency.
Like you see, Andrew being on top.
You ain't see the boy there? Way, why? You see the boy reach where he going? The man last name is Money, bro.
But But like, we can't even see, right? What event would you think was a favorite to perform at? You performed that?
All, bro. Every last one, man.
Did you have a
Because
favorite performance?
nah, all was vibes. All was vibes. The crowd was very receptive. The greatest thing is like that same UBS arena energy is when they say your name and even say a word and they might get on people screaming.
That's good.
That is amazing to me, and that happened at every last event that I performed at. It was amazing. Yeah, man.
So what about your first performance now?
Here?
Was ever?
First ever performance for you?
Ever?
Yeah.
That was a win, boy.
Yeah, why you feeling for that now?
My first ever performance was a dancehall show in Vincy. I forgot who the artist was they brought from Jamaica.
We are dancing shows in Vincy.
Back in the days, yeah. You talking about now for this carnival here? Or you say ever, you know?
Yeah, ever, yeah.
Ever in time?
No, I just know me at Vincy dance show in Vincy.
No, it was a dancehall. I didn't say Vincy artist. I said it was a dancehall show. In Vincy, the artists were all Jamaicans.
Okay.
Yeah, but they allowed me to open the show. Yeah, that was my first ever substantial or performance. Nah, it was raining and everybody run from down where the stage was up in the stands. So nobody was down there, and they announced me. And after like 4 or 5 lines, everybody started running to the stage.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, I have a little something here. But it was just, them days is just pure lyrics, pure fire.
So where the critique came from that problem can't perform? You all that problem couldn't perform?
Idiot them, man. It was a narrative. It was a narrative painted for malicious reasons. Because I will tell you the truth, when they used to, when they used to say that, I used to go elsewhere and do the same thing and shell. But you see, the minds of people are very, very easily manipulated. If you notice, if you see anything on TV too much, without even paying attention to it, you learn it and you start believing it at some point.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of a commercial. So it was just a negative seed planted, you understand, for malicious purposes, which is funny to me. It's funny to me because all you had to do, all that I did, is learn what each audience or each crowd or each market like and do it. You understand? They wasn't really amicable towards what I was doing at that point. But like I said, I would leave. That was only in Vincy. You know? I would leave Vincy and go to Barbados and do the exact same thing, and people's loving it. Go to Trinidad and do the same thing. So I realized, oh, it's certain man planting that and saying it and planting a seed, but as boys.
I used to watch it, watch it and say, these people don't know nothing about being a performer. Yeah.
Explain to us, Keith, because we are the regular music listener was not.
Yeah. See, these people will be saying these things. They're watching other people and think, okay, where they learn is how to perform.
Yeah.
But you see, Pino already have this thing in here as a superstar and know how performance is supposed to be. But these people now, they lost and lack of knowledge of being a performer. So that is really.
Plus, a lot of people like to just follow what they hear other people say.
Yeah. Because one with something with that kind of.
And they're different type of performer because me and watch Adele and expect Adele to run from left to right at the stage. Adele is mostly
Exactly.
She go to the mic stand right there and she go to sing something.
No, like you see, the thing is, how they have it is, Like you expect you to come out with like skeg when you're going to perform one thing and start to
Jump up and
But I used to do that. That's why I could tell
and
you
still, so that's how you
that's
That he think.
they used to. They don't say that no more, bro.
Nah, they can't. Nah, they didn't go stand up. They
can't-
didn't go stand up.
They can't.
They can't sit down right now.
They can't say that. They dare not say that. But like that's why I was trying to tell you, it was a negative seed planted for malicious reasons. You had to read between the line what I'm saying without calling people name and thing. Yeah. It's just certain people plant that seed and plant that energy. It's the same set of people who would pull certain strings to make sure certain things don't happen in your favor right now because now they can't use that anymore. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the music business. I love it. I welcome it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I just feel good to see like all that for nothing.
I mean, problem is successful, problem has been successful.
All that for nothing, bro. Really? Much love to you.
Because when I'm speaking about breakdown Barricade just keep on getting breakdown, you know?
What legacy do you hope to leave behind in Caribbean music? Adult music in general?
Just effort, man. Just effort and not giving up based on certain things that you just asked me. Just climbing over hurdles, you understand what I'm saying? And dodging obstacles, you know what I'm saying? Just just climbing over hurdles and dodging obstacles, you know what I mean? And climbing mountains and soaring high. Fly, boy, fly. Yeah.
You have plans like after music?
I have many plans after music, you know what I mean? Some of it you don't speak out in the atmosphere because they out there, you know? They out there waiting until with the blockage.
I understand your musical goal is to penetrate international music markets, write for global superstars and elevate Soca worldwide.
I couldn't have said it any better. That's exactly what I would like to do in this moment here. Yeah. Allow Soca to be a little bit more recognized. Hence the reason like why I carry myself the way I carry myself, or I attempt to carry myself, because this might sound like shade. It's not meant to be shade. It's just pure fact. Just based on how I angle myself, even from a fashion perspective, a lot of people might not believe like, oh, you do soca music? You know what I'm saying? They might quicker say dancehall or hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's a start. At least you spark their interest. So what's soca? You know what I'm saying? Are you from so-and-so place? No, I'm from St. Vincent. Where's that? So, you know what I'm saying? It sparks the conversation and then you could just build from there.
So you get a question on that, like people meeting you asking like, what do you do?
Like it depends on the environment. Like if I'm backstage at a major event and people don't know, some people might ask, so what do you do? Because they could tell like who's an artist or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Or if I perform, they might get, oh my God, I didn't know that was you type energy. You know what I'm saying? So it goes hand in hand, man. So it happens to some degree.
Which song do you think is bigger? Good Up or Holiday?
Bro, I do not have a bigger song than Holiday. Ever.
Good Up has 7.6 million views on YouTube.
YouTube is irrelevant, bro. YouTube is just one spot. Good Up. I could go anywhere in the world and sing Holiday right now, and I guarantee you at least 2 people in Zimbabwe know Holiday. I guarantee you at least 3 people in Mozambique know Holiday. You might not get that with Good Up. Good Up is just a music video that people like and they get some views. You understand what I'm saying? It's also how many years old?
Good Up, that came out 20...
About 7 years old?
7 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but Holiday is only 2 years old, bro.
Sorry,
2.5.
We have a lot of songs, you might say like a lot of millions of views.
You know what I'm saying?
What about party animal?
No, nothing is close, bro. There's Holiday is one of the few soca songs in the world that have reached to that level. It's just a handful, and I'm blessed to have Turn Me On by Kevin Little. I'll give you an example. That's a bigger song than 99% of other soca songs in the world that's ever been done.
That song has been like sampled.
You understand what I'm saying?
It was in the top 100.
Turn Me On, bro. Turn Me On. Turn Me On is like one of the biggest soca songs in history. You understand what I'm saying? Holiday is nowhere where Turn Me On is, but if you're talking about my catalog, I don't have anything close to Holiday, bro. Look, not D.L. Hughley, man. I forgot his name. This other guy was just in the Bahamas. This comedian. Dancing to Holiday, man. Felicia Rashad from the Cosby Show was talking. Lil Duval. Right. Felicia Rashad from the Cosby Show was just talking about Holiday. Who else? Cartel. When I met Cartel and they played him a bunch of my songs, the only one he knew was Holiday. Yeah, I don't have anything.
So a video with Connie Clark listening to Holiday.
Shaggy.
One of them African actors, he doing real to Holiday as well. All them things.
Yeah, man. Holiday. If you check TikTok, you wanna talk about views? Check TikTok and check Holiday. You'll see how many multiple people have 10, 15 million views, multiple posts. Multiple different people with different posts have them type of views with Holiday. Holiday is my biggest song to date. Shout out to Just J and Eliox, the producers.
Another big huge track that you were on is Bend Down featuring Moto and Mr. Legs. Like what that came about? Like it was that case that you saying, yo, this song is so big, like like this song.
I was asked. I was in the barbershop chilling, and Mr. Legs asked me, yo, I have a song here, I want you to see if you want to remix it with me and this a guy named Moto. I had never heard of Moto. And I heard it and I smiled because I was like, yo, I like this song. And I just did it. I just did it because I liked it.
It's going to views.
So give me a song problem you think, well, you were saying, let's get a big song and then it ain't probably turn out that way.
There's a lot, man. I probably couldn't give you one off the top right now, but there's plenty.
What about the opposite? A song that you ain't think bringing it that much and turn out to be a huge song.
Holiday.
You recording 15 minutes.
Yeah, I thought it would have stood a chance to be decent or good, but not to the level of which it went.
Holiday instantly took off.
Holiday.
Why you thought it though?
Because music is music, man, and you just never know. You just never know. Sometimes you just have high hopes for a song, and it's like I thought Happy Carnival would have been the biggest song that I dropped for Vincy Mas this year. You know what I'm saying? It still did well, but it's by far not the biggest one. So with Holiday now, it's just a song I was like, yeah, people are gonna like this. I feel they will like it. But for it to get to where it got to, or has gotten to, and it's still going to, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it's still growing. But like a question for the both of you, right? What part do you think is the biggest form of producing music for you? Like if it's the melody, if it's the writing or the freestyle, or if it's like the moment that gave you the inspiration?
No, I just come with melody easy and flows. Recently, lyrics be, fighting me. But that's recently. Normally, I'll speak say something, I'll come up with something like in seconds.
Right.
And there are times when it will be fighting me like hours, and yeah, it's just vibe sometimes.
For me, the biggest part is the concept, is what you're talking about. Because what you do with what you're talking about is second nature for me. If I sing in a song about your hat and nobody wants to hear about your hat, I could sing, I could rap, I could chat, I could chant, I could put melody, I could sing backwards, nobody still ain't want to hear about your hat.
Right.
But if they want to hear about your hat, even if I whisper, they're going to tune in because they care about the hat.
Okay, sure.
So to me, your content, your concept is the most major part of composing a song, of writing a song. Because if people are interested in what you have to say, how you deliver it is irrelevant. We could use food. If you want a roti, you care if it come in a car, drop from a drone, or man ride on a bicycle and bring it. You don't really care. Because you get your roti and it tastes good. You understand what I'm saying? But if you don't want a roti, they could put it in the nicest package. They could drop it in a Rolls Royce. You still ain't want the roti.
So broad on the subject matter.
Yeah, so for me, somebody else might disagree, which is fair, but to me, what you're talking about, I think that's the secret in terms of creating classic songs.
Yeah.
Songs like Real Soldiers are still playing right now, and it's getting a big fall because it's relevant. Who doesn't want to have somebody to have their back and hold them down and stuff? That never changes. for any generation, that never changes. Everybody has people who they consider, like, bro, this is my dog right here, bro. Don't go wrong he like that or she or whatever.
Same like backlash sexes.
You understand? It happens.
Yeah.
You understand? So the concept is of utmost importance.
Yeah, like a producer wrote a song like too personal or too emotional and just didn't release it.
No, anything I putting out everything what I feel like, because it can't be too personal, because that's the purpose of what you're trying to serve. It's for people to be able to relate to it. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it might have happened to other people, but not to me.
My head will be Flight Boy, Flight intro.
Yeah, but I put it out.
That one.
Yes, but
we released that one. Yeah, I know.
yeah. That's the absolute truth, and it's near and dear to my heart. It's talking very personal things about my childhood, about 6 people, 6 of us sleeping on one bed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, life is an open book, man.
Yeah. I have a bunch of unreleased songs that I've never thinking about release right now because they're dancehall and stuff like that.
Oh, you get
Since I get more deeper into the soca, I say, I don't want to confuse it with them doing so I just push them on the side and them.
See, like we go in a dance out here right now, boy. Like the boy Kenny Mantle, the behind camera right now, I've asked me too. But I know Kenny was on the dance and hip hop and thing way since way before the Soca even came in the mix.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Music is music, man. Music is music.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask a question, right? If you had no limits, budget, borders, or genre, what kind of album would you make?
I mean, that's a very broad question when you say what kind, like content.
More in terms of like, okay, they ain't giving you no general limits. You could just do whatever you want. Any type of genre on it, any type of like features and so on. Like, what kind of album would you make?
But I do that now, because if you listen to a Problem Child album, you're not getting anything one-dimensional. You're not getting pure soca. You're not getting. You will get a mixture. The album I would give you would be me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I hear, which is what I always do with music. Anyway, I wouldn't do anything any differently. You would just get what I feel. You know what I'm saying? My vibe, my energy, my spirit. You know, I wouldn't change anything. Features, probably, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ask some people to be on a track with me, probably. You know what I'm saying? But that's about the only thing that would be different.
Okay. And next thing, you know, when I was smaller, something that I always thought, and it should not just be one, like I always thought like Problem Child and Skinny Fabulous were brothers. It's just a general concept that you're growing up, like everybody think like, yo, Problem Child and Skinny Fabulous is brothers.
No, it's probably all both of them.
No. That was a seed planted or whatever the case may be, but in a positive light. It was marketing based on a joke where I forgot how it came about, but it was like, yo, that's your dad? But wait, my mom and dad is, you know what I'm saying? And for this split second, wait with me, boy. at first split second, we were just like, I guess we're brothers then. You know what I mean? And we just ran with it. So that was out there. That was out there. That was a thought that was out there. So I definitely know about that. Yeah.
Probably just feel pressure in terms of roof weight there. You feel pressure like, okay, you're on Skinny, you're the pin, and others as well, but you got more international wise. I would say you Skinny, went to beat. Then my top 3 international wise. Like the pressure representing Sims and Grannies. Like if you're just feeling like producing good music every year and just keeping it up over and over.
Go back to when I tell you about walking.
Just do it.
There's absolutely no pressure, bro. If you know how many songs I done do since Vincy Mas done. Not record, but they're in here. There's no pressure, bro. I don't see what nobody doing in them. I have, you know what I mean? I just cut my grass. I don't stop to look and see how far my neighbor reach. I just cut my grass. And if my neighbor reach or have a bigger yard than me and cut more grass than me, good for him. As long as my grass cut the way I want it and it's supposed to cut right, that's what I focus on. So there's absolutely no pressure, bro. I compete with myself. In life in general, I just want the tomorrow me to be better than the today me, whether it's attitude, how I speak to people, how I deliver my lyrics, and I want the today me to be better than the yesterday me. Whether it's anything, bro, anything at all in life, mannerism, respect, you know what I mean, loving people. I just want to get better every day. So I don't have no pressure. The only pressure I have is being a better me.
Hey, that we're talking about representing Vincy, right? In 2022, you were named cultural ambassador by PM Rap Gonzalez. Like, what did that mean to you?
I hope future one.
I was like, finally.
I'm thinking like 2022 is a bit late. Like, Paris has been like established for.
It's because I cool, man. I don't really push up on thing, and I like things to come genuinely and in due time and by the grace of God. And whenever God says it has come the right time, you know what I'm saying? If I had never gotten it, I would have been like, wow. But at the same time, I wouldn't have been upset. You know what I mean? Who knows why things happen at a certain time? You know what I mean? I know for a fact that bad things don't happen to me. Nothing bad never happened to me. You understand what I'm saying? It's only circumstances beyond my control. You understand? Because anything that may be deemed bad that happened to me is for something better to happen. You understand? If I'm supposed to get some money today, anything happened today, I'm glad I ain't get it today because who knows if I would have lost it. You understand what I'm saying? So when I get it tomorrow, I might have had a better, you know what I'm saying, understanding of what to do with it, or been more cautious with it and not lost it. So not lose it, sorry. So, you know what I mean? I don't worry about anything that didn't happen in a certain time or I good.
Okay, and when things are poor, that's beyond your control, then, like, how do you resolve the matter?
God.
Just leave it alone?
God, bro. Do your best and leave the rest for God. Positive energy. Nothing bad don't happen to me. Nothing bad don't happen to me. Nothing bad never happened to me, bro. I don't care what it is. It's not something bad. It's just avoiding something worse. Or something for me to learn a lesson for the next time around. Now you know how to move. Nothing bad never happened to me. I may be the only human nothing bad never happened to. Nothing. You can't name one thing bad that ever happened to me. I will tell you something good that came out of it.
Okay, makes sense. Okay.
So all just find time for family though.
Huh?
All just find time for family and friends.
Make it.
Make it.
Make it.
No, because
Stay.
Make it. Music is a selfish thing, you know. Sometimes, I mean, you had to know when to take a little pause, take a little break. You know, sometimes families who help me to come up with some of the concepts based on something they might have done or they might be doing. You might travel with your significant other. You might travel with your kids. You might travel with your mom. You might travel with, you understand? And then if you live with them too, you live in the studio, yes, but you had to come home at some time. You know what I'm saying? And when you come home, just know that, okay, you come home, put on your phone, pay some attention to the family.
Yeah, man, like a lyric that you just out there and the lyric just randomly come in your head. Like why? Like, already just randomly, you know?
Lyrics?
Yeah, like lyric.
Bro, 24/7, bro. I don't study nothing else, you know. Once I leave here and I go in the home in the car, I could be hearing things. I's a madman, bro. Just my crazy, bro.
you ever be surprised like writing a lyric and you're like, boom, but I really see that?
Yeah, when it hit.
Like with song a bit.
Oh, many songs, bro. You had to listen to the songs, them, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't see them.
Yeah, but I can't really tell you off the top, you know. I can't tell you off the top because there's so many and it just happens so frequently. And I've actually had to try to dumb down a lot of the lyrics because a lot of people, it just go over their head. You understand what I'm saying? But it has happened.
I saw someone commented, right? Paul Brown tried to pray hard and he hanging with a vehicle on the highway. And that's so real boy because
That's the video.
you hang out the vehicle on the highway because your video blow.
Yeah, but we afraid everything else except horn. I was afraid to fall. You understand what I'm saying? We born bad and brave, but if it's one thing we afraid is horn. But I was afraid to fall, but I could take the chance because I ain't afraid that like how I afraid horn.
Whose idea was it?
Huh?
Whose idea was it?
Most everything I do is my idea, man. Even if it's somebody has helped me execute it, that's what I'm telling you. That's all I do is music. Is think about what next to do, what next to create, how to do this. I don't do anything else.
I don't think we should afraid hard in 2025 together.
That is you.
So just embrace it and done it.
Yeah, man. You embrace it. I go share it.
Before I forget, my auntie, shout out to my auntie. She name is Ashley from Beckley.
What's her name?
Astrid.
Astray?
Astril.
Astril?
Yeah, Astril.
That's a unique name.
Yeah,
big up Astril, man.
She prayed hard, but she loved problem.
Well, that's a good thing right there. She's smart.
Yeah, she's smart.
She's smart on both the cards.
She's smart.
Yeah, smart on very much smart.
Alright, good. One final question, right? For us. What's a misconception people still have about you? What makes it like okay? Alright. What's a misconception people still have about what it takes to survive in the music industry, like soca industry?
I don't know what people's misconceptions are, you know, you had to ask them. You know what I mean? I don't really tap into what people think or what they feel or what they believe. But, you know what I'm saying? I know people might think it's easy. You know what I mean? Most people might think it's easy, and if you sing a song and it's good, you should get what coming to you immediately. You're wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're wrong. You had to pay your dues. You had to build your brand. You had to make several songs that would have been monster hits and have them fall by the wayside. And guess what? There's a testament and there's a test to see if you deserve to get what you're supposed to get later on. Because if you give up there, you didn't belong here.
Quote on, but
It makes sense because the floodgates are open in Vincy in terms of there's so many.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't stick around.
Yeah.
Because they don't get what they're supposed to get immediately. They feel like and that goes back to what I was saying, is a willingness to learn. You have to be willing to learn. You wouldn't always get it immediately.
Patience as well.
again, like young artists, how do you feel like if well, Montana established to be honest, but like if you give Montana, like artists, I feel like boy, if they're supposed to keep on pushing like continuously, like they go reach like big.
Well, it had to be Kenny, you know.
Yeah.
It had to be Kenny only because he's still learning. And when you're that talented and you're raw without knowing the intricacies, which is the little details, but you're still so good. What will happen when you learn them little thing there? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I only really pay attention to the people that's around me. You know, and once again, anybody's welcome to be around me as long as they're serious. But when you're creating in the light that I'm creating and you create so much, you don't really have time to pick up your head and look and see, oh, he this and oh, he that, oh, and this one and this one. So you kind of have, you're short-sighted. So you could only see basically who's around you and in your circle. If you understand what I'm saying now.
And you have to become like the best.
I'm pretty sure there are a bunch out there, but because Kenny is somewhat close to me and in my circle, I could only say him. That's no diss to anybody else who's deserving out there, but I don't know of them. Yeah.
We become the best.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when Kenny since doing dancehall, dancehall, hip hop as well, hip hop as well.
Nah, the boy talented. He has a song that is on what the name of the rhythm, several seats rhythm that we drop. You know what I mean? I can't remember the title of the song. You could chime in there. What name? What name? You remember the name of the song? Baby, if you're true, show me your story. Oh yeah. Sugar. The name Sugar. Yeah. You see, he didn't remember and I remember. That's how much I love this song. His name's Sugar. On these several seats with him. Check it out. Amazing song, bro. But it dropped late again for Vincy. It dropped late, and you know, once we on pace, once we on Power Soca, we don't really business with Raga. That song is so amazing, man. All you wouldn't believe how hard that song is. That's an international banger. Gone. If it get the right, if it falls on the right ears, Kenny gone. Kenny got to buy me a house. I'm telling you. He could, if that song falls on the right ears, he will be able to do that easily. That's how crazy that song is. He over there saying, in case all you in here, and he might keep picking it up, or they getting a music video for that song.
Music video for Sugar.
Sugar on the several seats rhythm. Several seats rhythm. Yeah.
Alright, so show Kenny Montana, show L Plan. Show Courage for sure.
The whole team.
Yes. Show. Yo, much love.
Baddest, thanks for having me.
Is it again?
That's Bad Boy, it's Baddest.
Vincy Bad Boy. Is it again?
Yeah, man, love,
I
man.
appreciate the guys for coming through. Like, thanks for tuning into another episode.
I do have a episode coming as well.
Yeah, no, we still do something with key currency come out this week because still that. So, look out for that.
Well, Korean easy. Yeah, man, one love.
Good job.